Okay, I know usually we do a Monday power hour, and I'm actually going to be switching things up again moving forward because if there's anything that I've learned about myself and if there's anything that I've learned about life in this business, it's that you just always have to be willing to adapt and pivot whenever you find something that works better and to let go of the things that maybe don't work as well for you. So I'm going to be moving forward, changing things up just a little bit here. Mute everybody so I don't get swirly. So this is probably one of the last Monday night team calls. I think I'm going to switch to Tuesdays moving forward. I feel like when I polled last time that worked better for some people. So once a month we'll do an Emerald in 24 hours call, which is I'll go over Emerald. So when you have new coaches and stuff, you can encourage them to jump on that call. That'll be like a new coach call. Once a month we're going to do a Diamond Leaders and Above call on a Tuesday, and then once a month we're going to do a team call. But tonight, what I really wanted to talk about was I wanted to go over the new Vital Behaviors that are going to be launched in January. And actually, us as a team, because we're a 5-star diamond team, we got the exclusive opportunity to be a part of a Beta Success Club test group with Kim Carver and corporate, which is super, super badass. So like working in close partnership with them. And I know a lot of coaches on this call have already expressed to me that they're interested in it. You're in the group chat already. And if you're sitting there like, what the hell are you talking about? Then just wait till the end of this call. I'll go over it a little bit as I talk about the new vitals. And then you can decide if it's something that you'd like to participate in as well. It's going to start on Thursday. And we're going to go for 8 weeks. And it's essentially just you working your business, your coaching business part-time, and just submitting your tracker every week is basically what it's going to be. So let's dive in here. So I wanted to share the new Vital Behaviors. Let me just find it really quick so that I can share my screen with you cats. That would have been helpful to have up already, hey? All right. Pending. Oh, geez, where's my new vitals? Okay, well, just hold on one sec. Sorry about that. If it's not a technical difficulty, it's an unpreparedness thing, isn't it? Every time. Just give me 1 second, I'll find it. Okay. Here we go. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see that? Perfect. All right. Okay, this isn't great. It's trying. Okay, so these are the new successful, God, this looks funny to me, but anyways, oh, there we go. So these are the new Vital Behaviors. And so I wanted to just really quickly show you this graphic, even though I just totally wasted 4 minutes of our call looking for it. I wanted to quickly show you this graphic just to show you how they're different. You guys can still see this, yes? Okay, good. So the old vitals were be proof of the products, invite, invite, invite. They changed it to like recognize, like recognition was one of them for a little while, and personal development. And now Beachbody is relaunching. Like I said, you have to be willing to pivot and adapt as things don't work. You let them go, and as things work better, you adopt them. And one thing that I'm so proud of is that different than a lot of other network marketing companies or multi-level marketing opportunities. I mean, we know Beachbody is different in the first place, but different than those other companies, Beachbody is promoting connecting and creating relationships over just sending a bunch of shitty cold invites. And that is something that takes time. It takes effort. It takes consistently showing up. It takes contributing value on social media in order to do that. It takes being a real human, and putting in the heart work, right, in order to make that happen. And I, for one, am so proud of that, because I think that it weeds out anybody who tries to get into it to make a quick buck off of people or to just be a distributor, right? We're not distributors, we're coaches. We have to actually coach people through their shit, right? We don't just distribute a product. That's not how that works. So I wanted to show you that really quickly, but more so than that, I want to show you guys. I'm gonna have to stop share and share again, aren't I? Of course I am. Can you guys give me a thumbs up if you can see that? Okay, I've got a slideshow for you so that it's pretty and it looks better. Okay, let's see if this works. Can you guys still see that? I guess I don't know if you can see that or not. You could still see that? Okay, sorry, I'm gonna go back to it. Full screen. All right, the new Vital Behaviors. If at any time that you guys can't hear me or can't see it, Brandon will just come get me or yell at me. So the new Vital Behaviors and how to use them to grow your business. I wanted to go over them as well as go over the new 2 trackers that are available to you if you choose. If whatever you're doing right now is working swimmingly and you are having the most fun you've ever had with your Beachbody coaching business, just keep doing what you're doing. But if you're like me and you feel like it's a season of adjustment and a season of change, and you're willing to work smarter and not harder, and you would like to spend less time coaching and have more fun with it and be off your phone more often, then this is for you, okay? So, like I was talking about before, the old vitals were be a proof of the product. So, for example, drink your Shaco, do your workout, invite, which was inviting via posts, via conversations, private messages, etc. And then personal development, which was like reading books like You Are a Badass. Those are the old vitals, right? Those are the 3 vital behaviors that as soon as you sign up as a coach, you learn about the 3 vitals. Okay, if I do these consistently, then I will see success as a coach. And something that corporate found, as they've been studying coaches and they've been working with the coach advisory board, which are top coaches who work with corporate directly, they found that the second vital behavior, invite, a lot of people were kind of missing the point on it. A lot of people didn't know how to invite. A lot of people felt yucky about that. A lot of people weren't sure, because most of us get into Beachbody coaching because, I would say, if not all of us boomerang folk, you get into Beachbody coaching because you fall in love with the programs and products and you want to pay it forward, right? But then we're really shitty salespeople because we're like, oh my God, I get compensated for that. Now I feel weird about it. Now I feel yucky, which you never should, right? But it's a weird transition we have to make over sharing something we love, but also getting compensated for it monetarily, which is amazing. Can I just say that? It's an energetic exchange that you get to supply somebody with the tools and resources to change their life, and you get paid for it. Like, to me, that's the best of both worlds. I think that's really important. But it takes a lot of coaches a lot of time to get over that or to craft that well. All right, so I wanted to just share this quote with you. This is vital. Rachel Hollis wrote Girl Wash Your Face, and she said, I am successful because I never once believed my dreams were someone else's to manage. And I wanted to start the presentation with this just because I think a lot of the time we wait for somebody else's permission in order to do things in our lives that we want to do. We wait for someone's permission to start Beachbody coaching. We wait for someone's permission to seek out trainings on hashtags because we don't understand them. We wait for somebody's permission to tell us that we're worthy of X, Y, and Z, taking that new position at work, pursuing that new relationship, posting our story on social media. Whatever your thing is, wherever you are in your life, you will only be successful if you take responsibility and accountability for your own shit. And you realize that the dreams that you have and that you want to create for yourself are yours to manage and nobody else's. So I really wanted to share that because we're heading into this new season of change, this new season of, okay, there's this opportunity with this beta test group. There's this opportunity for you to up-level your life and your business and your schedule and really your time management, etc. And I want you to give yourself permission, maybe to step outside of your comfort zone if this is new to you, or if you're a veteran coach and it's scary to you because you're so set in your ways, wherever you fall in that, just give yourself permission to be open-minded about it and try something new. So the new Vitals, what they're going to be launching in January and what you have the opportunity to be a part of in the test group with me, the beta test group that we're in, is to do these vitals before they're even launched, to try them out over the next 8 weeks, to give feedback on the tracker, to fill out your tracker every week. it won't take more than an hour and a half, 2 hours to do, and to report back and kind of fix it as we go to give feedback from coaches themselves. So the new vitals are: be proof the products work, because how are you going to talk a big game if you aren't in the game yourself, right? Connect, invite, follow up. I love this one so much. I'm actually just going to get out of big screen here because I can't see if anybody's commenting or anything. Okay, so connect, invite, follow up. I love this. We've been teaching this in our team forever now. You connect with somebody. After you've connected with them, then you invite them, right? You don't just go cold invite 50 people and like throw spaghetti at the wall and hope that it sticks. You connect with people through sharing value on social media, through doing that 3-2-1 connection method that I showed you guys on their posts. So you like their stuff, you leave some comments, you maybe send a message if you want to reach out to them, right? You're having conversations with people in the grocery store. You're connecting with human beings as a human being. After you've connected, then you invite, right? Hey girl, do you want to be a part of my group this month? I think you freaking love it. Hey, you seem like you'd be a sweet coach. Do you want to learn about what I do? Are you interested in that? Right? And then depending on if they say yes, no, maybe later, you follow up. The fortune is in the follow-up. I put up a post from Amy Silverman the other day about the follow-up. It takes people on average 7 to 12 times to hear your exact message before they decide if they want to join you or not, right? So that's why it's so important to consistently be showing what you have to offer, consistently be using the same language and doing calls to action on your posts so that people can see that you have something that they are invited to. Okay, and then we're going to get people results. That's the third vital behavior. And finally, personal development, which is the most important of all of them, because if you have demons up here, you're not going to be showing up in your business in the way that you want to be. So we're going to just go over them really quick. So we prove the products work. The goal is to attain and sustain a healthy lifestyle for yourself that also inspires others. Yes, we can all probably agree on that. Okay, so this is how you be proof the product works. Be proof the products work. You complete the fitness programs and nutrition programs from start to finish and use Beachbody Nutrition Solutions daily, right? Did you start 2B Mindset and watch the first 3 videos and then not watch the rest? Did you start 21 Day Fix and then quit and then say you'd start again next Monday and then you just kind of didn't start? Did you finish any program this year so far, right? Finishing a program in this calendar year from start to finish is a really important thing if you want to build a coaching business, if you want to be seen as credible, if you want to build that know, like, and trust factor with people, right? And then share your success with this lifestyle, showing how you've incorporated Beachbody products into it and what you're learning. This is literally my secret to building a team, to building a social media following, etc. Show up daily, commit to the programs every single month, do the thing, and then share it on social. Good days, bad days, ugly days, awesome days. I shared about period cramps today. I had like 5 people message me. They were like, thanks for sharing about that. I'm going through the same thing. Have you tried this magnesium spray? Guess what, girl? That's a new conversation. Guess where that conversation is going to lead? Hey, have you also tried Shaco? It's freaking delicious and I love it. Like, that's how that works, right? You constantly show up and then you see who you can serve from those people who also communicate back with you. All right. So be proof the products work. It's really important. If you're showing up on your social media with like dirty darts and rum and cokes every other day and you're not doing the programs, like nobody's going to join you. They're going to be like, that. Linda laughed. Just spit out her coffee. Linda, don't do that. I'm just joking. You don't do that. Okay. Vital number 2, connect, invite, follow up. So the goal here is to help at least 3 new clients every month with the Beachbody solution. The goal just happens to coincide with Success Club. The reason why Success Club is in place is because it's a gauge, a mile marker for you to see that you're actually building a business, whether as a hobbyist or a business builder. It doesn't matter. It shows you that you're making progress, right? Because put your hand up if you have been working with the same 3 people for the last 6 months. I would just love to see. Nice. Yes, Erin, been there, done that. It gets boring really quick. So let's work with new people. This is how you do it. So we're going to follow the Success Club system and the BAT, which is just the business activity tracker. I have 2 that I'm going to show you guys and I'm going to share with you guys. One of them is from corporate and the other one is a modification that I made because I like my weeks to start on a Monday because OCD. Okay. Always have a group that you can invite somebody to join. And my hot tip of the day here is to find an accountability partner that's also a coach who can run groups with you. It is so much more fun running groups with other coaches because then you can split the work, right? Right now, Brandon and I are running our Hit Lift Love group, And he's putting up the post for all this week. So I didn't have to put a post for an entire week, which is really nice because I can just check into the group and enjoy it as if I was a challenger as well. Okay. And then finally, with the connect, invite, follow up, one of your goals should be to enroll at least one new coach a month. And this doesn't mean you have to enroll business builders all the time. This just means that you're constantly asking people who are joining you as you're continuously doing this, if they're interested in either working the business as an opportunity or getting set up with a discount. It's a no-brainer. It's literally free with their challenge pack to sign up, and they save $24 a month even with the coach fee. So to me, I always offer it because if you never ask, you never know. And most people that I ask, they say yes, because they're like, well, there's no other strings attached. Sweet. Of course I'll get the discount. That's great. Right? So I want to just give you guys an example of goals to set if you're sitting there going, okay, great, sweet, connect, invite, follow up. I understand. I'm a hobby coach or I'm a business building coach. If you're on this call, I'm assuming that you want to make an extra income with this and you see yourself as some kind of a business building coach, whether part-time or working towards full-time. If you want to be a business building coach, if you want to make a business building income, your goal should be 10-4 each month. And what I mean by that is hitting Success Club 10 and onboarding 4 new coaches. And I'm using numbers right now, like know that the numbers come from a place of heart. And that is the amount of people that you're going to be helping, right? But if you want to get down and break it down to number goals, financial goals, etc., if you want to be a business building coach, you need to hit Success Club 10 every month, which means you're helping 5 new people get set up. And you want to try to get 4 new coaches set up a month. Okay, that's your business builder goal. If you're a hobby coach, you have more of a 6-2 goal set. So you're going to try and hit Success Club 6, and you're going to try and onboard 2 new coaches a month. So that's your 6-2 is your goal. So if you're sitting there and you're like, okay, I got about 5 hours a week that I can devote to coaching, your goal set might be a 6-2, right? If you can devote about 10 hours to coaching a week, then your goal set would be closer to 10-4. It depends on the numbers. I got a question because I'm probably not making sense here. Are the 4 coaches on board above the Success Club 10? No, sorry. It's just Success Club 10. So that would be, if you had those 4 coaches, that's Success Club 8 and then 1 customer. Great. That's awesome. Okay. All right. Vital number 3, get people results. We are in the results business. We are helping people with their mental health, their physical health, their financial health, their relational health, right? We're helping people improve their lives with these programs, products, and community and opportunity. So the goal is to fulfill the Beachbody mission for yourself and your customers while mentoring your coaches to do the same. And the Beachbody mission is just to help people live healthy and fulfilling lives. That's literally the mission statement. Every time Carl Teichler talks about it, I get chills. He is so passionate and fired up about helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives that it makes me more excited about helping people live healthy, fulfilling lives. These are the tools and the systems that we use in order to help them do so. So this is how you do that. Number 1, you have to create results for yourself. Like I mentioned before, in order for people to know, like, and trust you, you got to walk the walk, right? You can't just say, oh my God, I love these programs so much. I love Shakeology so much. And then you're not doing the workouts, you're not drinking Shakeology, you're not showing up on social media, but you're expecting your people to do the same, right? You have to lead by example if you want any of the benefits. That's just how it works. So commit to being a coach a year from now, right? I went to university for 6 years. At no point during my 6 years was I like, I'll just try it. I'll just see what this Bachelor of Arts degree is about. Maybe I'll just see about this College of Education. No, you sign up and you do it. You see it through, right? Don't give yourself a 3-month excuse or a 6-month excuse because you won't give it your all. Give yourself a year. Commit to being in business a year and just see what could happen if you really did devote yourself and put in 5 to 10 hours a week or whatever you have, whatever you're able to try to build a coaching business, right? Develop a compelling vision and a purpose. Why are you showing up in the first place? Why are you getting up before work to read personal development and push play in your workout? Why are you inviting strangers on social media? Why are you sharing your story on social media, especially when you don't feel like it, right? Be proactive in finding solutions. Don't just sit there like a wet blanket and cry about not having resources. There is an abundance of resources and you just need to be resourceful. And find joy in coaching and have fun with it. I can't tell you how many people I've talked to who are like, I don't know, coaching just kind of like started to feel like a chore. And my response to that is always the exact same. You are literally in control of your coaching business. It's you who's setting your schedule, deciding what tasks to do. Make it fun for yourself. Change it up, right? You're your own boss. Tomorrow's National Boss Day. You get to be your own boss. You know I'm about to do a post tomorrow on National Boss Day because I'm a pretty bad boss. I don't give myself a lot of rest. Okay, next topic. I'm just joking. So number 2, create results for your customers. So you do this by running effective groups that people enjoy. You do this by providing great customer service. If somebody messages you, message them back in the next day, right? Don't make them wait a week to hear back from you. Recognize and celebrate achievement. And this is not just about people hitting Success Club as coaches or onboarding new people. The other day I posted Jill's results in our coach page and said, please go shout her out on her post because she's been crushing her journey. That kind of recognition of achievement is so important to me because I know that that's important to me too, for people that shout me out when I'm doing good stuff in my life. You know, when I'm doing something awesome and Brandon recognizes it, I feel good. So similarly, in the team page or in my challenge groups, when I see somebody that's doing awesome, if I see a challenger who's posting in there consistently, who's showing up, Erin, I know you have one challenger, I think she's a coach actually, Kendra. She shows up all the time, so consistent, always posting sweaty selfies. Like, I would be clap back in for that. That is so awesome. And you just tell that person, hey, I see you, I recognize you, I appreciate you, thank you for showing up. That fills people's cups. Recognition is big. We're all in this noisy world of social media and everybody just wants to be seen. So recognize and celebrate achievement for your people, okay? Coaches or customers. And yourself. Please recognize yourself for all the hard work you're doing. You showed up at 8 o'clock on a Monday night to a team call. Please just do one of these, okay? And then finally, create results for your coaches. This is so important, you guys. When you help new coaches earn their first commission as soon as humanly possible, you help to instill a little seed of belief in them that otherwise sometimes gets clouded by doubt and procrastination. I've seen this so many times. I've seen a coach start and they're like, but I kind of just want to like learn everything first and then I'll do it. And I'm like, no, you just got to dive in. Do you have anybody that wants to join you with this program that you just signed up with? We'll sign them up the exact same way as you. You use simple language, right? And then the same coach is like, no, I'm just going to learn the ropes first and then I'll get back to it. And then that's the same coach who 2 years down the road has been a coach for 2 years and they want to so badly hit Emerald and beyond and build a coaching business and create a passive income for themselves. And they can't because they're mentally blocked because they created that procrastination for themselves and they created that self-doubt and it grew so big that now they can't even see it. So helping your new coaches earn their first commission as soon as physically, humanly possible is so key because it starts that momentum train. Okay? Know your coach's goals and support them. Every single person on this call, I probably know your goals and know what you want out of coaching and where you want to go with it. And if I don't, then I'm going to probably message you and ask you to get clear on that for me. When you know your coach's goals, you can support them in that, right? I had a coach message me today and she was like, to be honest, I don't want to be a business building coach. I love the team. I love the products and programs, love Shakeology, et cetera, but I have other passions elsewhere and I just want to be a part of this community. That's amazing. Great. I love having that person as part of this community, right? And then there's another coach who's like, I would really love to quit my full-time job. I hate my soul-sucking job. I want to quit my full-time job. Please help me do that. Awesome. I can also help you do that. Okay, so just know where your coaches are at, know where your people are at so that you can meet them at that level and you can hold them accountable to their goals. Train and keep your coaches accountable with the Success Club system that we're now going to be implementing here. It's nothing crazy different than what we've been doing, so don't panic and freak out and think that we have to like overhaul the whole thing. But it's just keeping your coaches accountable. I personally have to apologize for being scattered and overwhelming people with too many resources because that is a tendency that I have and I'm noticing it now. Some of my coaches are like, man, I'm so overwhelmed and confused. You have so much going on. I'm like, oh, sorry, I did that to you. My bad. Pivot. Adjust. There's no sense shaming myself looking back. I'm just going to pivot and then we're going to do better moving forward and I'm going to simplify. And that's how you learn. That's how you grow. And then finally, train them on how to run effective groups and duplicate. And sometimes when your coaches join you, they need to join your challenge groups for a couple months. That's okay, right? I like running team-wide challenge groups. I think that it helps. I think everybody learns from each other. So that's a way that coaches can learn as well. And then finally, do personal development, right? This is so huge, you guys. Personal development helps you grow your potential, increases your confidence, and improves your skills. And I've talked about it before, but competence breeds confidence, and personal development helps you with the competence area as well, because you can learn on any topic that you're struggling with. If you're struggling with financial literacy, pick up a money book by, what's his name? Dave Ramsey or Tony Robbins, right? If you're struggling with self-love, pick up Marianne Williamson or somebody else. So this helps you to create the mental muscles to get you through hard shit that happens in life, because hard shit happens all the time. Put your hand up if you've never experienced hardship. Pretty sure not a single person's going to put their hand up because everybody's dealing with hardship. Probably right now. I am. Okay. Do at least 20 minutes of personal development activity each workday. If your schedule is bananas, get up earlier. If you need to, listen to podcasts in your car. Listen to podcasts while you're folding laundry or doing dishes or cooking supper or whatever, driving kids to and from. Like, just get your personal development in. It's so important, and it's usually the first thing that goes. Listen to the National Wake Up Call every week, you guys, for professional growth. This is success leaves clues, right? And the coaches who get interviewed on the National Wake Up Call are coaches who are doing things right. They're coaches who are making waves and making stuff happen in their life. Listen to their stories, right? And you might resonate with their stories also. I know that I often do. I'll hear a story on the National Wake Up Call and I'm like, dang, that girl sounds just like me. She was a stressed out, burnt out, depressed AF teacher. And guess what? She's making this work and now she's making $1 million. Crazy, helping herself and helping other people. That's super motivating to me to hear, right? And then finally, attend all events. Nothing beats in-person meetups. I was just talking to a couple of coaches about this today. Aaron, actually, sorry, I'm just calling you on this call. I was talking to Aaron today about Summit. I was talking to a couple other coaches about our Winnipeg Super Saturday coming up. Live events. I know, Carol, you can attest to this from Summit last year. Brandon, you can attest to this. Linda came to Summit. That's just who I can see on my screen right now. Live events build your belief in self, build your belief in our team, build your belief in the company, and they help you to power through days and times when stuff gets hard. Somebody said something and I want to see it. So stoked for Winnipeg. Me too, Court. Yes, it's going to be so fun. And for anybody that can't come to Winnipeg, I don't want to like make you feel better or anything, but it is going to be super fun. So please try to somehow get there. There are still some tickets, or come to the next one / make Summit a priority, because Summit is my favorite one of all. Okay, we're going to do a little activity because it's your girl, teacher Marie Barker here. So if you have a pen and paper, if you don't have a pen and paper, grab one really quickly. We're going to do a little gut check activity. Then I promise I'm almost finished talking and I'll show you the 2 trackers and then I'll have you on your way. All right, we're going to do a gut check. This checklist is a coach self-assessment. I want you to either write the questions out or just answer yes or no on your own paper, and we're going to score ourselves after the fact. Okay, so I'll do this. So just yes or no answer. Number 1, are you being proof the products work? Yes or no? Is your status still active? For anybody that's not sure, that means do you have 50 PV sold or bought on your coach account? And for anybody that's not sure about active status either, you can't get paid if you're an inactive coach. So if you have coaches signed up with you and you have customers signed up with you, you need to be active status in order to get paid every week. Number 3, are you currently receiving a monthly subscription product? Beach Bars, Shakeology, Beachbody Nutritionals, the Performance Line. If you're part of our Success Club beta group, you need to be receiving a 90 PV HD subscription in order to hit Success Club. That's a Beachbody rule. Number 4, have you completed a program from start to finish this year? Oh, where did it go? Can you guys still see that? Good. Number 5, do you listen to the National Wake Up Call each week, live or recording? I personally listen to the recording on the podcast because it's easier for me and I like listening to it while I drive. Number 6, do you get on your team calls, live or recording? Yay, for everybody that's on the team call right now, check, yes. Are you registered for Summit? Did you know that October 20th, Summit tickets go on sale at the lowest price they've ever been? They're like $140. And did you also know that if you hit Success Club in October, November, and December, you're going to get free $200 USD travel cash? Not bad. Pretty sweet. Number 8, are you planning to attend the next Super Saturday? If you can't come to the one this upcoming weekend, are you coming to one in January? Number 8, can you verbalize why you want to blank, why you want to coach, why you want to hit Emerald, why you want to build a team, why you want to lead your job, why showing up and completing a program start to finish is so important to you? Whatever your current goal is right now, I can't say that for you. Can you verbalize why you want to do it? Number 10, are you showing up daily on social media, or are you showing up once in a blue moon? I'm going to be honest with you guys. I post one time a day on my social media, one purposeful, storytelling, valuable post with a call to action, and then I use my Instagram stories. It used to be like 3 to 5 times a day. Whatever works for you. Are you showing up daily on social media? Number 11, are you posting on purpose and with strategy, or are you just putting up a random picture with an emoji and hoping that it sticks? If you need any content creation ideas, I have an entire content creation cheat sheet with like 100 different prompts in our Boomerang Coach files. Did you hit Success Club last month? Yay or nay? Did you finish a personal development book / program last month? If not, start now. And number 15, are you actively engaged with everybody on your team? So are you showing up, basically is what that means. Are you reaching out? Are you starting conversations? Are you creating friendships with people who you see in the team page, who you think you might have something in common with? Sandy says, my only issue is the wake-up call, I'm still struggling to find the current episode. Yeah, something happened with the podcast app. So Sandy, what I do is instead of having the subscription, I just have to search Team Beachbody Coach podcast, and I just go to it every time I go to listen to the podcast. That's all you got to do on that one. I'm not sure why the podcast app is being funny, because it happened to me for a few other podcasts as well. Okay, now we're going to tally those up. So did everybody get all those questions? Probably like 10 minutes before I finish them. All right, you're going to score yourself, Cosmo style, because I'm all about the accountability here. So if you have 0 to 5 yeses, it means walk your talk. You might want to build a business, but you aren't taking action yet and following up on your vision. And this is a little bit of tough love, but if you have 0 to 5 yeses and you say that you want to build a business, you have to go back to that checklist and make sure that you're checking off more yeses than you are nos, then you're on the right path. If you have 6 to 10 yeses, become an MVP in your own life. Okay, figure out what are 3 things that you're doing really well, what's one area you can really improve on, and then make a plan and focus on filling in the gaps. If you're really good at showing up and doing your workouts and posting on social media, but you're not so good at starting new conversations and inviting people, focus on that. Just focus on having 5 new conversations 3 days a week to start. Start small, ease yourself into it. And finally, if you scored 11 to 15 yeses, first of all, congratulations. And second of all, your score means level up. So in order to level up, you're going to focus and complete new programs, find an accountability partner, schedule all the live events, and put summit and retreats in your calendar. You can literally do that from now until the end of the year, right? Find your posting strategy and go for it. I want to end with this, and then I'm going to show you guys the 2 trackers. This is John Maxwell himself. A leader is someone who knows the way, goes the way, and shows the way. And I wanted to share this quote because I talked about giving yourself permission and empowering yourself before, but I think it's so important that we all step into our role as leaders, whether you just started coaching today or you've been coaching for a couple months or a couple years. If you know how to sign up as a coach, and you know how to press play on BOD and blend a Shaco, you know more than somebody who doesn't do that. You have the tools, you have the resources, you have the knowledge and the skill set and the heart to help people get started with this. So stop getting in your own way, right? Give yourself permission to show up as a leader in your own life for people who need you, who were where you were. I always talk about that island A to island B. Show up for those people on island A. They need you to show them how to get to island B. Can you guys tell me if you can see the new tracker? Yes, awesome. Okay, I'm gonna rip through this super quick and then we'll just do questions. So this is actually the new tracker from Beachbody. I've posted it in our Beta Success Club test group. I can also post it in the team page for anybody who doesn't want to do the test group and commit to the 8 weeks of submitting it, but still wants to use it. This tracker is a PDF that's actually editable. Editable? You know what I'm trying to say. You can write on it. Okay, so this is really nice if you're a digital kind of person or you want to keep this on your computer screen and you check off your stuff as you go throughout the week, and then you can save it, open up a new one. or you can print it off if you're pen and paper like me. So it goes through the 4 vitals: be proof the products work. We just talked about this. Connect, invite, follow up. It has suggested timeline for all of it. And then it goes down to get people results and do personal development. And it has a weekly business results tracker for tracking followers on Instagram, number of new challengers if you want to track that, successful points, and new coaches joined. So this is the tracker that Kim Carver provided. Because the Beachbody bonus weeks start on a Thursday, they go Thursday through Wednesday. My OCD has an issue with that, even though obviously we abide by that. So I created a tracker that's just black and white because I also don't like printing blue ink. Again, OCD. So I created a tracker that's essentially the same thing, but it's Monday to Saturday, because let's be honest, we're probably not going to do coach work on a Sunday unless you want to, in which case go for it. Use the S. And so I set it up in the exact same capacity. So instead of what he had at the top, I wrote why I show up every day in a space and who I'm trying to speak to in my posts, because I think reminding ourselves of why we're showing up and who we're trying to talk to is really important and keeps us focused with what we're trying to do here. So be proof the products work, sweet. Connect, invite, follow up. I put suggested times as well. I'm just going to go through this really quickly just to kind of clarify. So your first thing that you want to do is make connections and add followers, right? The whole thing with this whole opportunity, challenger or coach, is that you want to pay this forward, and you pay it forward by making connections with people. I've shared this before and I'll share it again. The 3-2-1 method is something that I've been using personally. I don't do it every single day, you guys. I don't do it 5 days a week. I maybe do it 3 days a week with like 15 to 20 new people at a time. Okay, so you could even do it with 5 new people 3 days a week if you wanted. And I wrote right here, the 3-2-1 is just a simple connection method where you like 3 pictures, you comment on 2, and then you either follow them or you send them 1 message. And you do that for each person for 5 people, right? That's a really easy way to start a relationship. That's like going up to somebody and saying, hey, my name's Marie. That's the equivalent of it, right, on social media. So you're showing up in their newsfeed, you're showing up and you're expressing interest in what they're posting, showing up in their DM box. They're going to take notice and they're either going to follow you back, they might watch your stuff. This is where it's really important that you're showing up consistently on social media, and then they're going to want to start a relationship with you, or they might even ask you what you're doing, or you can ask them if they would like to join you. If they say yes, awesome, get them in. If they say no, sweet, can we follow up? And then you follow up a couple months later. Do you see how that kind of works? This is kind of how that works. So you can either do the 3-2-1 method, which I really enjoy. Something that Brandon brought to my attention that he's been really enjoying that feels more authentic for him, instead of trying to find people to do that 3-2-1 method with, is just writing down everybody that watches and likes his stuff and then sending thank you messages. And it's just a quick, hey, thank you so much for supporting my journey. I know it takes 2 seconds, but I really appreciate you showing support. Stacey says, what about the ones you gave us from the last group? Oh yeah, if you want to use a tracker that I gave you from the last group, absolutely. And that had the 3-2-1 track method on it as well. Okay, do a social media post that tells a story or has a call to action and add hashtags to it. This is really important. I'm going to do a hashtag training for our team this month once I get my head on straight from some stuff that I've been learning about social media. But your social media posts, you really want to try to tell story, you guys. Humans love stories. We actually look for them in things. That's why when you see a Coke commercial at Christmas time, you cry, because they're so good at marketing. They're telling a story, right? So really try to tell your story through your posts and think about, okay, how could I tell this in a way that expresses what I learned or what I went through and shows where I've come to now and has a call to action. Update your Instagram stories or your Facebook stories throughout the day. And I just gave some examples. Engage with your new likes and comments on your posts. It's really important to engage with new comments on your posts within 24 hours on Instagram. So if you have people commenting on there, just check back. Like if you post at lunch, for example, when you're a teacher, if you post at lunch after school, just check back and comment back to those people who commented, because Instagram then sees that as an engaging post. It's just part of the algorithm. Invite at least 5 people to join a challenge group or learn about coaching. The only way you're going to do this is if you're also doing the connections part. And then finally, I put a little spot for answer remaining messages. The last parts on the tracker are contribute to your challenge groups, so put up your daily post. If you have that scheduled, great. If you don't, post your daily thing, and recognize achievement with your people. We talked about that before. And then finally, personal development. Read or listen to personal development and express gratitude for 3 things, because I personally think that expressing gratitude every day is so important. And then I just put that same weekly business results option at the bottom here, which you're welcome to use or omit. Linda says, does head office not want us to use their specific tracker? For the beta test group, this tracker is what you want to use, Linda, or you're welcome to use this one because it's the same setup as this one, just slightly different. I used slightly different language in it. For example, they said initiate connections, and instead of that, I said make connections, right? So just slightly different, but very similar. Okay, last thing that I want to show you, I promise. Where is it? Oh no, that's it. My computer's having a freak out right now. Okay, Sandy says that 321 is kind of confusing to me. Might want to just edit it to say 321. Your call just a feedback. Like it's confusing that it says how to do the 321 on the bottom there. Oh, once you explained it, blonde is spacing out. Okay, that's okay. Linda says I have to use the Thursday one because the test group starts Thursday. A little OCD there. Perfect. Okay, so my question to you guys is, are there any questions about the new vitals? Are there any questions about the 2 new trackers? Are there any questions about the Beta Success Club group, which is actually just a group chat that we have? I'm not going to create another Facebook group because we have so many Facebook groups that we're a part of. I know, like that's the ongoing joke as a coach. There are so many Facebook groups to be part of. I just wanted to have one spot for us to have a group chat. How the Beta Success Club group works, if you're not sure and you're not part of it yet, if you agree to submit your tracker to me once a week, I give your coach ID to corporate and they just track your progress. So it's like double accountability from me, the group, and corporate having your coach ID and watching your progress as well. In my opinion, this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity for you to up-level your biz the last couple months of the year. And what you do right now as a coach, if you sit back on your heels and you watch everybody else kind of ramp up their business and you're like, it's pretty busy right now. I don't really feel like it. I kind of just want to like sit in this pumpkin pie Thanksgiving hangover and not do anything. You're going to see other coaches who are going to take action and take initiative. And then when January 1st hits and all the new year, new me people look for Beachbody coaches and want to do programs, they're going to go with that coach over you because the other coach showed up and you didn't. Right? So it's super important that if you want to see success with this in the new year and beyond, that you start doing things consistently now. And this is an opportunity for you to do so with the new tracker, with the new Success Club Beta group, if you're interested. Anyways, does that make sense? Can anybody give me any feedback if that's all kosher? You guys are all brilliant. So, God, everybody's got really nice glasses on this call too. Can we just talk about that for a second?
I just have a quick question.
Yes, for sure.
So just to be clear, do we have to use those trackers? You want us to, or you're okay with that? The other one's very similar. I just asked because I have so many of these printed out, but I can use those ones too.
I think, Stacey, the one that you're talking about is the one that I put in the Pro Coach workshop, right? Yeah, that one is new enough that I think you could use that one. It's the same, because like the way I've been running my business and teaching our team to run our business for the last like few months has been the connect, invite, follow-up method anyways. It's just different language. So I'd say you're fine using that tracker.
And so we just submit those and you're going to tell us how to do that, right?
Yes, you betcha. I'm going to have a Google Drive folder where you can just add it to, or you can even just email it to me weekly, depending on preference. Yes. Anybody else? Megan, you look like you're somewhere tropical, but I know you're just in your basement.
I'm living the basement life until I leave. Living
the basement life. Oh my gosh. I don't miss those days. I will tell you that much, but I respect it. Who's coming to Winnipeg this weekend? I just want to see, show of hands, a couple peeps. Okay. And Sandy, you're going to Edmonton Super Saturday? Yes. And Carol, you doing Edmonton also? Probably because oh no. Okay. Sorry. Maybe work or something. Okay. Are there any other questions about anything in October? Anything that I spoke about tonight? I know I tried to go really quickly and probably stumbled over my words. If it wasn't already clear, I'm super excited about this new Success Club program. I think that it really promotes connecting human to human, and connection takes time. So sometimes coaches get into, they start and they're like, okay, I'm super pumped, I'm super motivated. And then on month 3 of posting some of their journey, maybe consistently, like 5 days a week, posting some of their journey and being a part of their coaches challenge group and kind of having a couple of conversations about invites, they get discouraged because they're like, oh, nobody's joining me and everybody's saying no, what the heck, I suck at this, I might as well just not coach. And it takes time. It takes you developing yourself in order to step into the next version of yourself so that you can then show up for those people that you want to attract. And if where you're at right now, if you're attracting people who are like really negative and shitty and providing a lot of objections, that might be where you're at in your headspace. There was a couple of years ago, I felt like the only people that were coming to me, the only people I was talking to were like these really negative price objection having people. And I was like, where is this coming from? Why does every single person have a freaking price objection or a Shakeology objection? And it came to me that I had to deal with whatever I was dealing with my own money relationship and speaking about Shakeology in a way that showed that it was valuable and broke down the price for people and really gave them perspective. Once I got over that, now I don't have those people that come to me with that. It's very, very rare. And when it does happen, I can just debunk it really quickly because I'm confident in my response to those objections. Does that make sense? But I had to dig into personal and professional development in order to step into the next version of myself so that I could then show up for these people as this version. And then again, I had to renew myself and revamp and pivot like I talked about before in order to step into the newer version of myself. Sandy says, I got it when she explained it. Carol almost joined you in Winnipeg. She's a family thing. Oh, gotcha. And Brett's coming with you. Okay, perfect. Anyways, does that all make sense to everybody? Sometimes I just go on a tangent and then hope that it provides some kind of value. I love you all. I hope you know that so, so dearly. I wish that we could all be in person right now, and I hope that we can all be in person very soon. And if you guys have any questions at all, don't hesitate to reach out on the team page. Don't hesitate to reach out to me. And if you're wanting an accountability partner and you're not sure who on the team would be a good fit, or if you'd like to find somebody from another team to work with, just message me. I will match make you. I know lots of coaches in the network. I will find somebody who has the same goals and lifestyle as you, if you're a mom or a nurse or whatever your shtick is. Okay, like finding an accountability partner is so awesome because it helps you to run groups, it helps you to up level, it helps you bounce ideas off of. You're not tied to that person, but it's really nice to have somebody to text and support you in this. So if there's no other questions, that's what I got. Sandy says summit. Woo! Sandy says, I know my biz was kept going because year I pushed to summit, then summit fires me up again, and then we head into another year. It's so true. And that's what I was talking about. Yeah, sorry, I read Barry, but in my head I said every. The live events, what I was trying to talk about there in the Vital Behaviors, the live events create that sense of memory for you, and you remember how epic the live event was and how fun it was, and then you get to look back on that fondly. So when you're having a day where everybody's coming out of the woodwork with Shakeology price objections, you can be like, summit was so fun. I'm looking forward to it again. battle objection, right? And then actually, let's talk about one other thing because you guys are all beautiful, and since I have you here, I don't know if you're having a similar experience to me, but recently there has been lots of negativity on social media, and I've experienced it a little bit. And I don't know if you guys have experienced it at all, but I was speaking to a couple other coaches who had, and I just wanted to, first of all, congratulate you all for what we do, because it's not easy, right? What we do is very simple, but it's not easy. And I would also just like to say that when people come out of the woodwork like that and they express negativity or they are cyber bullies or whatever, it's actually a good thing and it has nothing to do with you. And this is something that I had to tell myself this week. So I just think if I'm going through this, and maybe one of you will experience this in the near future, so hopefully this can help, that person's negative comment has nothing to do with me or you or what we're doing. What it has to do with is the fact that you're doing something that's shedding light on an inadequacy in that person's life, and they're seeing that and they're lashing out because they're hurt in whatever area they're hurt in. That's all it is. Hurt people who hurt people, right? But people who support others and love others promote other people who support and love others. So what we do is so much more than working out and drinking Shakeology and reading a self-help book and posting on Facebook, right? Like what we do is provide hope and positivity and community and empowerment for people who otherwise might not have it in their life. So I just wanted to say that if you ever experience that kind of negativity on social media, just know that like your tribe has your back, first of all. It's a really big deal to remember. Tribe has your back, Boomerang's got your back, and it has nothing to do with you. It has everything to do with that person just feeling hurt and lashing out. So that's my end of speech. Preach. I love you all so much, and I hope you have a fantastic Monday night. And for those of you who are coming to Winnipeg on the weekend, I can't wait to see you. And everybody else, I will try to see you at some point somewhere. Rosha, I still have to come see you in BC at some point. And thank you, Amy. I think Court's taking a pic. Did you get it? All right. Okay, bye, guys. Happy Monday. Love y'all.